Yeah, guys, buenos dias, good morning, hey Caro. Yeah, so it's the morning of the event, Google I/O Extended IBADAN 2022, and I had a bit of, I slept late actually. I was fixing a bug, a word bug that I've been faced with for like 2 days on my demo. So, and you know how demos can be, could be working days before the event, and on the event you just find out like your code is shitty, right? And it's just decided to plan on you. So yeah, I'm gonna prepare to have my bath and get ready. I think it's around 10 o'clock. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm currently out of the hotel and heading down. So let's see how far. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, let's hit the road together.
So the other thing it does is there is this community support that is given in case you are trying to like sign up, go through the process and all of that. There is a jump start where it's going to allow you to fasten up the process. Talking about personal development, this is my first time speaking in such a large gathering, so I think that's a good development. And I'm going to speak about PWAs. Can anyone tell me what PWA is? Okay, send me an number. And yeah, so that's it. This next slide. So basically, I'm going to talk about PWAs, the business impact and the tech behind it. And let's get started. It's a slide. Yeah. So my name is Abdulrazak Mustafa. Not Mustafa like mentioned, Mustafa. Yeah. And GEEKMAROS is everyone has tech day these days, so I had to look for one. GEEKMAROS. And I'm a father of 3 amazing kids. And I'm a husband to an amazing, beautiful sister. Yeah, I'm a front-end engineer with about 3 years experience. My last company was P.W.A, a company in Copenhagen, Denmark. I'm a mentor at CodeCraft. CodeCraft is like a bootcamp-ish, remote bootcamp-ish in Ilorin. I'm from Ilorin actually. And yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I don't know if 3 videos on YouTube makes you a YouTuber. Maybe. So I'm a YouTuber. Hopefully this will be my 4th content on YouTube. I have my good director here, Steven Spielberg. And I'm also an athlete. I engage in a lot of sporting activities, football, swimming, skating, just name it, just everything that keeps the mind and keeps the physical body in shape. So yeah, please, next slide, before they come and give me documentation on data and storytelling. Yes, so what is PWA? Yeah, like IBADAN, so I have to put that IBADAN vibe in it, right? Yeah, so what is PWA? So basically, PWA is a web application. First, let's accept that one. And now infuse some spices such as web APIs to deliver an enhanced capabilities, reliability, and installability, reaching anyone, anywhere on any device. So, what led to this? We're living in an era where companies are in competitions with one another, whereby customers who are tech savvy are always requesting, we want this button, we want this to be this way, we want this icon to be here. And the crazy thing is, we engineers are the ones suffering for these things. Like, so one of the technologies that has been the driving force, or that is acting as the driving force for this competition, is P.W.A. And basically, we want users to have the experience of iOS and Android users while still navigating through a web application. So basically, it's simply as put, it's a website with all the benefit of an Android and what? An iOS app. Next slide, please. So let's look at the business impact. Because basically, the reason why we are bidding is because we are solving problems. And what problems are we solving? We are solving business problems. And forget the kind of framework you're using. The goal of every technology is to help business achieve their goals. So, what is the first thing here? To improve conversion rates. Yes, definitely. You want to ensure that users have access to your web applications, and you keep them glued on it, which is what basically TikTok and the likes are doing. Improve user experience. Yes, we basically want to bring that web desktop experience to a mobile experience, and make it feel like I'm on the browser. Someone else who's on an Android app of that same product should have the same vibe, right? And increase organic traffic, organic search traffic. Also, it's less expensive to develop because you only need to still have your web guys doing the thing. Now imagine I'm building a startup. Let's use the winners. Who are the winners again? Monotrack. So let's assume Monotrack is trying to build their web platform. It's well built, and they're like, okay, let's go and build the iOS and the Android version. What we know that we're still looking for investors to bring in money. You can actually convert your web app, right, to a progressive web app and still give users, Android and iOS developers, the same experience as if they actually have the app installed on their phone. And also, customers are always going to be devoted to your app because basically once your website is a progressive web app, they will definitely have access to it just from its app on their phone. Next slide, please. So let's look at the success stories. These are some of the biggest guys in tech who have adopted progressive web app technologies. Twitter reduced their data consumption by 70%. Washington Post improved performance because basically it's just web and they improved the performance by 88%. AliExpress, which we use most of the time, increased time spent. So this is like the basic data of companies who are using business PWAs to boost their businesses. Next one, please. So as a user, yes, one of the things that we try as much as possible to keep on our phone is data, right? We try as much as possible to ensure that we don't spend much data, or we don't spend much data, right? So PWA consume a smaller amount of data, right? And it's a better and more seamless experience. You can access a website even if you're not connected to the internet. Don't worry, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. You can also access an app with just a single click. And yes, they are faster because it's just JavaScript doing some magic on the background. Yeah. So what are the features? So what makes a web application PWA enabled? Or what are the features you see the PWA have? First is instant loading, right? So we all know that the moment your site is going at like 3 to 5 seconds, you're already like, right? Is it vanilla PHP they used to use this website? Do you understand? So no this is PHP, please. We all start from PHP. So basically, you're going to have an instant loading time. This is one of the great features of PWA. Next slide, please. Offline browsing. Like this is one of the amazing features of PWA. Even while you're offline, right, your data is turned off, you can still access the website or a web app. Yes, it sounds amazing. Like I mentioned, it's like having the same feel of iOS and Android. On Android too, if you don't have the data on, you can still access some applications, right? Yeah, good. Push notifications, still on offline. While you are, maybe you added some items to your cart and you just left your phone. One of the things PWA can do is help you send a push notification, hey dude, bro, you've added to your cart, you've not checked out, right? Let's assume you were offline and you're online. your app can send a push notification like, dude, now that you're online, this is what you do. Yeah, next one. Yes, your web app, this is very amazing. Your web apps can be ready for Google Play Store and App Store, right? So using the trusted web activities API, you can have your web app uploaded onto Google Play Store or App Store, and you still have to install it very easily like other apps. Yes, it's very, very lightweight. It's very, very lightweight because it's just a bunch of JavaScript HTML files that are working. And yeah, let's look at this. Sorry, just small data. Now look at this. Using this app called Tinder, it's a dating app. Their Android app is 30 MB, right? And their PWA is 2.8 MB. Look at how much you're saving on data. Now let's look at Pinterest. Pinterest Android app is 9.6 megabytes, while their iOS is 56 MB. And their PWA only loads 150 KB home load. Like, look at how amazing that is. Next slide, please. Another amazing feature of PWA is that you can actually just install it on your phone directly and have access to it like the normal icon a regular app would give you. You can have it on your Android phone or on your desktop app. Yeah. And yes, no updates. No updates. Because we all have it there. Maybe most Android phones, sorry for Android users, most Android phones, if you're connected to Wi-Fi, all your apps start running about update this. And the PWA app on your phone, you just chill like, I don't understand how you guys are feeling. Right? Because it's just updates that once it checks for the updates, after is there any new content pushed to the server? If there is, it updates itself and that's all. So the next one is linkability and indexing. Yes, your PWA app, even the fact that it's an application, it has access to it has access to be searched by SERPs, which are search engine result pages. And if you're into search engine optimization and also, you can always have your sites indexed. Next slide, please. So, what are the tech behind PWAs? Yes, definitely. One big tech behind PWA are single page applications. So, single page app, and if you're working with technologies, how many of us have worked with React? How many of you have worked with Vue.js? My guys. Yeah. So, for those of us working with front-end technology such as that, would know that these are technology built on single-page applications, whereby JavaScript handles all the assets, all the scripts that are being loaded and what users see on the interface. Another tech behind PWA is the slides. The manifest JSON. So this guy plays a very integral part in progressive web applications. So it's a file, it's a JSON or JSON, whichever you decide to go with. It's a file that tells the browser how your web app should behave. So when you install the app, what background should it show? What should be the color? Should it be full screen? Should it be standalone and stuff like that? So the next technology behind PWA is service workers. So service workers, they're like every startup in Nigeria. They're always bridging the gap between something, right? So it serves as a proxy between the browser and the network. So this guy does an amazing work. This is where this is like the holy grail of PWAs, and this is where bulk of the script you write that makes your web application enabled for mobile users. Next slide, please. So this is basically the life cycle of a service worker. It checks if service worker is enabled on that browser. If it installs, if it installs, it activates, and it begins to fetch depending on how it is. If it doesn't have the service worker, it's always going to throw an error. Next one, please. So one of the things about service workers is that, first question, before I go into this point, JavaScript developers is simple question. I'm serious, I'm saying your account number. Next person, another account number. If you have, you can answer it too. So make it right. So next question is JavaScript single threaded or multi-threaded? Sorry, I can't remember. So, yes, because it's single-threaded, right? So the main app on your web application is running on its own. The service worker is running on its own. It's like no one is disturbing one another. Even if your web app is that like it's idle, the service worker still run, probably maybe to send some push notifications or run some other functions. Service worker act like programmable network proxies, meaning they can intercept requests and responses. What else? Yes, they sit with Cage APIs. Cage APIs is like one of those web APIs that you can use to store or cage things. When we say cage, that's to keep things for later use, right? And yes, the Cage API is an API used for storing and retrieving network requests and corresponding responses. So while you're offline, this guy does an amazing work. Next slide. So this is how the cage works. Once the PWA is trying to install, it creates a cage, and next thing it does is catch all the static files on your web application. Then the next thing it activates. But at the activation stage, it's going to check are there other previous caches. If there are previous caches, clear it and add this new one to it. And on the fetch request, this is one of the most amazing parts in PWA. Once you're trying to make a fetch request, a get request rather, it checks the cache first. Do we have this data here? If we have it, let's get it from the cache. If it doesn't, let's use the network. Can you see how at this point you're not using your data, right? Like your regular data or data, whatever you want to call it. And so until you probably want to update what you're trying to fetch, or you don't have any data in your cache, that's when your data on your phone is actually going to be used. Yes, because we're in the Google events, another amazing tool for PWA is Google Workbox. This is an amazing tool. Like if you're going to be implementing PWA, like using the vanilla way, like you handling the whole thing with JavaScript, believe me, it's kind of tedious. And Google has looked into this and developed a tool called Google Workbox, which makes building your web app so easy and seamless. So basically, the workbox models is it works with the service worker, so it automatically creates some of these things you're going to be working with if you are to be building this PWA's functionality on your own. Next slide, please. So another tech behind PWA are the browsers. Now browsers are now being built are now being equipped to work with PWA functionalities. That's why you see that if you're on an app or on the website, you have this little pop-up that says install, right? I don't know if you've seen that before, or add to your own. And I wanted to actually show you guys a demo. And so the demo was meant to be, before coming, I created a weather one of these beginner projects, a simple weather app, right? And that weather app is working without the PWA. So my plan was to come here and show us how to add the PWA to it and make it PWA. And so, but no time. So let's just do me a favor. Can we all bring out our phones, please? Our phones, please. Just quickly type in, bro. Slides. Can you just type this on the screen for them? PWA V1. All in small caps, please. PWA V1.netlify.app. PWA V1.netlify.app. If you are telling me no, please. Awesome. It's just a very simple app. So just type in the location, IBADAN, whatever. It's going to bring in the weather, and just very simple. Nothing. .netlify.app. Yes. So, did you receive any pop-up to add something to the home screen? Please do that. Netlify.
L-L-I.
Netlify. I got it to the home screen. Can you now go back to the app? Like now exit your browser, go to the home screen and run the app again. Are we there? Please responses. Are we there? Please responses. I understand that eating. I understand. Yeah. The body needs it. All right. Now, can you access it? Does it feel like it's the normal? Does it act like the normal Android or iOS app? Let's be sincere. But just the feedback is important.
Yes, there was a splash screen.
There was a splash screen. Yes. You know, it's good to be there. Can you now do me a favor, please? Can you do me a favor? Turn off your data and try to access the app again. Just kindly access the app from the app you installed, like from the home screen. No, that is wrong. What you should have is you are currently doing. So yeah, thank you for listening to my P.W.A talk. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Thank you so much.
تسر أسارير وجه صبي سبيل الدموع.
We use with website used with CMS like WordPress.
Okay, so it depends. I've seen people who build WordPress sites by still using front-end technologies as like the front end of the probably the e-commerce, right? So I think it should be possible. Yes, it should be possible, and I think WordPress should have their own in-app P.W.A functionalities. Yes.
So 2 more questions, please. 2 more. Thanks. Yeah, thank you very much. So talking about the PWAs, you said that there are some PWAs that works offline without data. So what if the PWA has to do with some kind of things that deals with getting data from the back end and the likes? Will it also work on the offline like that?
Mr. Slides, yo bro, let me take you back to like that graph we saw. So like I mentioned, part of the features of PWA is push notifications, right? So as an engineer, you should be able to think about these scenarios, right? Okay, once there is a network and my user turns on the feed, there should be an update running. Do you get? So but the first it does is it checks the cache first. If it's there, load it. If it's not, go and fetch it. That's how the circle works. It's called cache first strategy. Yes.
So the second question is about that cache. Yes. So you say that, okay, if you want to load content for that PWA, it's firstly check the cache.
Yes.
So what if there's a new content in the network and there's a different content in the cache? So how is it going to update that?
PWA is going to handle that. That's where there are 3 main stages in PWA. We have the install, activate, fetch. Now at the activation stage, it's going to check for the previous. Let me do them now. It's going to check at the activation stage. It's going to check are there any previous cache. If there is, delete it, fetch the new one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, both of you will do them on it.
I'll take one more question. Yeah.
Sir,
Please don't make me sound old. Don't put sir, please.
okay, so P.W.A, can it access like hardware, like phone's hardware? For instance, I want to maybe upload a picture platform. So is it able to access like my phone storage?
Yes, thank you. I missed that part. Thank you. I missed that part. So one of the things that, like I said, it's like oh my god, web APIs is just service. You guys need to please outside this place. You can visit web.dev and Google has a code lab. Please visit those. There are tons of resources on PWA. So PWAs have access to your microphone, have access to GPS, have access to like the same things that your normal apps would have access to on your phone. They have access to it. So I think that answers your question. Yeah. In that note,
I think that will be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, please, let's jam our hands for you.